श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि. Today, Nyaasa Vimshati slokam that we are going to enjoy is 15th slOkA, wherein Swami Dasakam mentions that the Charama slokam, Gita Charama slokam, 18th chapter, 66th slokam, Sarvadharman Parityajya. That Sarvadharman Parityajya Shabdam has got 6 meanings. Swami implies that in this slokam. Nyaasa desheshu dharmatyajana vachanato akinchanaadikriyokta karpanyam Vangamuktam bhajanavatitarapexanam vapyapodam dussadechodhyamau va kvachitupasamita vanya sammelaneva brahmastranyaya vuktastadihana vihato dharma ajñāti siddhaha nyāsādeseshu dharma tyajana vachanata akinchanaadikriyokta karpanyam va angamuktam bhajana vaditara pekshanam va api apyapodam dussadechodhyamau va kvachit upasamitau anya sammelaneva brahmastra nyaya vuktastadihana vihato dharma ajñāti siddhaha. There is a doubt raised by people whom are addressed to by Swami Dasakam through this Nyaasa Vimshati slokas. They say, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Renounce all dharmas and surrender to me alone, is the instruction from Lord Krishna to Arjuna. 18th chapter, 66th slokam. Does it mean that all dharmams, karmams, ajñā kainkaryam, anujñā kainkaryam, all should be abandoned? Absolutely no. Ajñā kainkaryam have to be continued as long as we live. Anujñā kainkaryam can be continued as choice. So, if we have time, we can do that. Sarvadharman Parityajanam is abandonment of all dharmams. Is not an angam of prapatti. Sarvadharmams also not an angi of prapatti. Swami Dasakam so beautifully gives 6 meanings of this Sarvadharman Parityajya in Srimathe Rahasyatrayasaram, and also Swami Dasakam has composed in Rahasyatrayasaram Tamil Prabandham and Sanskrit slokams. In Tamil Prabandham there is a Prabandham, in Dasaka Prabandham Charama slOkA Churk, where he lists down the 7 meanings, essence of the Sarvadharman Parityajya. Verumai unandadu munnittu verangam illaiyana குறியவன் இன்னற வெட்ட குறித்திடும் கோணை துறந்து உருமயன் அத்திரம் என்ன பொறாநிலை ஓர்ந்திடவோர் அறநெறி அன்றுரைத்தான் அழியா அறம் ஆயினனே. வெறுமை உணர்ந்து முன்னிட்டு வேறு அங்கம் இல்லை என குறியவன். The meaning of Sarvadharman Parityajya is the abandoning of all upayams, all means. The upayams for moksham is what is mentioned as dharma, sarvadharma. Dharmam is a sadhanam, the dedicated effort here. Not just all karma, renounce all karma, renounce sandhyavandanam, renounce this, renounce that. Don't do, just be lazy. Nothing else to do because you are already surrendered. No. It is only the dedicated effort to gain the fruit with the help of prescribed sastrams. Dharman is plural. Therefore, it refers to many dharmas, many upayam, karmanyana bhaktiyoham. The Sarva Padam points out nature of dharma with many angams, branches, the 32 Vidyas, Nyaasa Vidyas, is the 32nd Vidya. So, Dahara Vidya, all those which we saw. So here, although the Dharma Padam refers to an Upayam, here it specifically refers to the Upayam for gaining moksha. Because it is in that, Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. I will grant you, I will absolve you of all papams and grant you moksha. Krishna says. So in this context, Bhakti Yogam with all its angams is the Upayam. So here, that is what he says, Dharma. The 6 meanings of Sarva Dharman is the reference, the first one, powerlessness and the consequent incapability of the Chetana, of the Jivatma, of the Mumukshu, who for ages, for very many births, we have lost our track. And now we are able to find the serious deficiency, incapability, not having capacity to perform any of the means prescribed in Shastrams. Nor we are going to wait for the Bhakti Yogam to fructify for few more janmas. Enough. So as a result, we stay paralyzed. So the Chetanan, the Adhikari, the Mumukshu, who is unable to perform Bhakti Yogam, the Mumukshu who is unable to perform Prapatti also is indicated here as the first interpretation. Verumai Unarnde connects to the meaning. Incapability to gain the sought after palan of moksha due to inability to perform Bhakti Yogam. So, the Pasuram means, the second meaning is Akinchanyam. Adu munnittu, the poverty of Upayam, the not able to do the Upayam, as a result of all Upayams abandoning the Mumuksha. All Upayams say, no, we cannot come to you. You are not qualified. You don't have capability. You don't have capacity. So based on that, this status, we are Kai Mudal Illain. We are not able to do anything. Akinchanyam, helplessness, Karpanyam is the Sharanagati Shastra. This is the one it is referred to. Number 3, here Sarvadharman Parityaja Prapatti has no additional angam beyond the 5. So, Verengum illayana, Ver angam illayana. Anukulya Sankalpam, Pratikulya Varjanam, Goptrutra Varanam, Karpanyam, Mahavishwasam. That's all. Bhakti Yogam has additional limiting angam such as Varnashrama Dharmam to observe. Here, caste, creed, color, gender, nothing, no restriction. Prapatti is not dependent on Varnashrama, on other angams beyond these 5. That is why Vere Angam Ilai. Number 3. Number 4, it refers to the impossible attempt. Kullan in Uravu Yetta Konai Turande. Kullan, the short guy trying to get the fruit in the tree, which is beyond his reach. It is about 8 feet, 10 feet. He is only 4.5 feet. So, how could he reach the fruit or the honeycomb situated on top of the tall tree? However much he try, it will be beyond his reach. He will get frustrated. He has been trying, but he gets frustrated. So, the ineffective efforts to the practice of Bhakti Yogam, which is beyond the reach of the dwarf, reach of us, because of the rigor, because of the relentlessness we need to have. The condensed meaning is the stopping of the futile effort to accomplish the impossible due to the major deficiencies. And the 5th one, this also relates to the stopping of efforts to chase after the impossible. Stop. No point in running behind the impossible task. It's similar to the effort to hang on to a little blade of grass when we are getting swayed in the turbulent river. Just catching hold of a grass, pull from drowning. How is it possible? The grass will come in our hand. The pursuit of Bhakti Yogam for gaining moksham is one such impossible effort for most of us, at least for Adiyen. Then also this pasuram refers to the Brahmastra Nyaya. Because when we perform the easy to pursue Prapatti Yogam, he said, Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. Mam ekam sharanam braja. Yennai oruvanaye sharanadai. I will grant you, I will absolve you of all papas and grant you moksham. When one chooses the Prapatti Margam, perform Sharanagati in line with this 18th chapter 66 slokam, that is done in a Kshana Kartavyam, in a second, in a small matter of time. Chitram Chirigale Vandunnai Shevitte. Chitram Chirigale, little bit of time you perform Prapatti. Un potram aredie potrum porul kelai. What do we want? The moksha. When one chooses the Prapatti Margam in such a short span of time, there should not be, we think it is effortless, very easy, so let me do other thing also. We should not perform other upayam because of the lingering doubts about the efficacy of Prapatti Yoga in delivering the goal of moksha. If that mixture take place with other upayam, then the attempted Prapatti would be waste. The situation is like Brahmastra Prayogam. If one doubts the power of Brahmastra and sends, okay, Brahmastram has been sent, let me send some another astram also in case Brahmastram fails. Then the Brahmastram will stop its protection and only harm can befall on the person. So that's what we need to think. So we need to think that these 6 meanings are extremely important. And Sharanagati Gadyam, passage of Acharya Ramanujaya, dealing with this Karpanyam, Akinchanyam, Ananyakatitvam, everything is prescribed, referred to there. So, this Nyaasa Vimshati, it points to the Chetanan, the Jivatma, the Mumukshu, who has no capital, who has no Akinchan, who is an Akinchanan, helpless, and you have no desire to follow any dharma other than Prapatti, Ananyagati, for moksha. The importance of Akinchanatvam is a prerequisite for Prapatti. Remembering his Akinchanatvam and mindset on performing Prapatti, the Jivan vows, perform Sharanagati in utter humility, with destitute, helpless, before the Lord, who is Sarvarakshakan, Sarvajnan, who has assured that Ahamtva Sarva Papebhya Mokshayishyami, Masucha, do not lament, to evoke, to obtain his compassion. So Bhakti Yogam has Varnasrama Dharma as Angam. Prapatti has got only this 5 Angams and has got no connection with the Varnasrama Dharma. So please abandon dabbling with Bhakti Yogam at all, which is beyond your power, is another meaning here. Don't have any doubt on the efficacy of Prapatti. When doing Prapatti, do not mix other upayam. That would be tantamount to having lack of faith in Prapatti. So, here Dr. Swami, V. and Vedanta Desikan Swami had given his purport, his annotations. Sarvadharman is to be learned for a prapannan to complete his life faultlessly. Dharma is a wide term. It's a wide terminology. It is one that helps a person to sustain himself in proper order. That means good actions, duties, contextual to the status, to the order of life, to the birth, in relation to the family, all that. So, it also includes disciplines relevant to one's, that is karma jnana bhakti yoga. The Lord here does not demand that you should drop your karma, ajna karma, anujna karma, sandhya vandanam, nitya karma. It's not that. Ajna kaikaryam are mandatory. Anujna kaikaryam may be optional. So, here the few mandates pertaining to a Chetana, depending on his varnashrama dharma, should be followed. He has got to discharge certain duties that are mandatory. Why? I have already performed Prapatti. Why should I continue? Because you had already pledged that you would do what would please Perumal. You would not do what he would be displeased with, which are in accordance with Shastras. Shastras mention that you need to perform Trikala Sandhya Vandanam if you are born in that Varna. So, even though they are not passed to salvation as a rival to Prapatti, they are fundamental to a Prapanna order. Because we have already vowed, we have taken a pledge to Anukulya Sankalpam and Pratikulya Varjanam. So, such dharmic acts are a must. They are not to be abandoned as per Sarvadharman Parityaya. Krishna said to abandon. No, that's a wrong understanding. So, here there may also be a tendency for a Prapanna not having lack of faith and do some non-relevant acts also should not be done. Because we need to have a Maha Vishwasam, unflinching, unconditional faith on him. This implies that Prapanna does not attach a value here to any other dharmic act for moksha. Everything is for Ananya Prayojana Kaikarya. There is no other fruit other than pleasing Perumal for Bhagavan's happiness, joy in being adherence to Shastras. In fact, that reminds me, Adiyen once asked Asmad Acharya Srivat Paravakoti Andavan, after my Parapati, that having performed Prapati, I have performed Prapati, I would definitely go to Moksham after my this life. Similarly, my father had performed, my grandfather would have performed, all of them would have attained Moksha, obviously, because Perumal had assured. Now, when such is the case, why I need to perform Pitru Tarpanam, Amavasya Tarpanam, Masa Tarpanam, all that? Why? Because they have already attained Moksha. This is for those who are in Pitrulokam. This is for those who could be in heaven or hell, wherever they are. For ordinary individuals, not for people who have attained moksha. Then why are Prapannas are mandated to do this? So Acharyan smiled. I know you would definitely do, but you are just asking so that your doubts can be cleared. And I also said, yes, Swami. He said, all these activities which are to be performed, like Nitya Naimittika Karma, whether it is Sandhya Vandanam or Pitru Tarpanam or Amavasya Tarpanam, whatever, all these are mandated in Shastras. After all, Shruti, Smriti, Mamai Vajna. Perumal says, Shruti and Smriti are my command, my instruction. And Pitrus are also in Sri Vaikuntham. Their jnanam is completely vast, manifest everywhere. They know exactly what you are doing now. They can find out. So they would be pleased, Perumal would be pleased if you follow in accordance with Shastras, even though it is not directly for them. So continue to do as if it is a pleasure for Perumal. Ananya Prayojana Kaikarya. Adiyen. Dhanyosmi. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimathe Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.